Everybody, welcome back to East Cobb Homestead. I think I figured out my filming issue. I got a new phone. The dimensions are different. Anyways, I think I figured it out. What we're going to talk about today, I've had a few people ask about how we burnt the holes in the garden. So it's going to not be a super long video. I'm going to show y'all how we burnt the holes. I'm going to show you how we're doing our planting this year a little bit more efficiently. Had some baseball games bright and early this morning at 8 and 10 a.m. So it is noon on a Saturday. We've got some hours, so we are going to get some work in. Hopefully, going to get the rest of the green beans, the squash, and the maters in. So let's go check out how I'm burning those holes. First things first, the necessary materials. I got my cigar lighter, TikTok hack fork. It works, y'all. I'll show you that in a minute. Got one of my measuring sticks, my cigar refuel, and my stencil. Alright folks, so I kind of got my template set up here. I'm using it's a wide mouth jar ring, and then that little stick is measured out to be 6 inches apart. These strings Blake laid out so that our rows are straight and we knew where things were going. Make sure this is filled, freshly filled. It burns upside down a lot easier if it's got that pressure behind it. I'm gonna try to do this. I move the string. Let's see if I can do this, sorry. Flip it up. And move it to the next one. And so on. I put the string back occasionally and make sure I'm relatively center. I mean, we don't need our rows to be like perfect straight, but I like them a little safe, or a little bit straight. And I can't see this idea was totally ours. An old timer who does a lot of farming, and he actually gave me this idea. He says it keeps it from burning, this stuff keeps it from fraying. That's all we're doing. Alright, so Blake came up with this idea. It's a grounding rod from when we had the electric fence. And it's rained recently, so this earth is real soft. That's too far. Fill that in again. Alright, there you go. And George is going to come behind me and just put 2 seeds per hole. Can you pull the black thing up while you're there? Get that out of the way. Just cover it with dirt. There we go. Easy planting. It's about 1 inch down. Maybe about 1.5 inches or so. I think I hit a rock. Boom. Y'all, it's hot out here. George is finishing up the last row of green beans. The beans that we plant are striker bush beans. We bought a bunch of these a few years ago, maybe about 3 years ago now, 3 summers ago. And they have been amazing. They're not string beans, they're not pole beans. They're bush beans. The beans grow underneath the bush, and they've been really great. I'm hoping last year's incident was just because I didn't get out there and harvest it enough. We're about to plant the squash. I wanted to show you all a little bit the squash that we planted last year. It was so good. So this is the squash that we planted last year. It literally looks like a zucchini, but it's not. It's a squash. It tastes just like squash. It's really good, but it went absolutely nuts. So these are a year old, so we're gonna supplement with these as well. We got those from our local feed and seed up in Cartersville. So I made the holes for the squash just a little bit bigger. I used my template, and then I just burned an extra round. They are 3 feet apart, so we are gonna plant those. TikTok hack. This is ingenious, y'all. I don't know why we never think of this. I'm trying to show it from the right angle. Let's get this one. You get close to this. And out it comes in one whole piece. I swear, the stuff we learn off the internet nowadays. But you gotta make sure you gotta get up close to the edge. Blake was trying to do it the other day. He was stabbing it in the middle like it was a piece of steak, and it wouldn't come up. It was breaking. So make sure you get close to the edge. Pretty cool. All right, folks. The tomatoes are in. I lied. Well, I didn't lie, but I miscounted. We only bought 12 tomato plants. So there's 12 tomato plants, not 36, and I'm okay with that. They are 6 feet apart, going this way. And they are 3 feet apart, going this way. We have room to add another row at the very end back there. Yeah. Way back right there. I'll see, maybe. We're gonna give it a couple weeks maybe, and then put up the X-Wings for all my Star Wars folks out there. Y'all know what that is. It's our bamboo poles that we used to have, that we still have. Squash is done. So we are halfway through the garden. Got 2 rows of corn, 2 rows of okra to plant. So our carrots and onions, and then our butternut squash and our cantaloupe. Alright, folks, that's the end of this video. We got a lot done today in a short amount of time. I am going to go shower because it might only be 78 degrees here in Georgia, but I'm dying. Until next time, y'all, have a wonderful weekend.